This is Top Accolade African News. I am Abiodun Mohammed. Peace talks between an Ethiopian government delegation and rival Tigray forces started in South Africa on Tuesday and will end on Sunday. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa's spokesman said the peace talks are being mediated by the African Union and are the first formal ones since war broke out 2 years ago. South Africa is ready to serve as a host and provide assistance to the peace talks, Ramaphosa's spokesman Vincent Magwenya told a news conference. Magwenya added that South Africa hoped the talks would lead to lasting peace for the people of Ethiopia. Sudanese demonstrators began gathering on Tuesday ahead of protests on the one-year anniversary of a coup that altered a democratic transition. Internet services were blocked, according to monitoring group NetBlocks, as protests were planned in many cities and towns, including a march on the presidential palace in the capital Khartoum. The military takeover altered Sudan's transition to democracy following the overthrow of Omar al-Bashir in 2019 and threw an economy already in crisis further into turmoil. Foreign donors quickly suspended relations and the currency tumbled as the government hiked taxes, spurring numerous strikes. A year on, Sudan's military leaders have not appointed a prime minister, while Islamists loyal to Bashir, purged from the civil service, have returned. Generals are now engaged in negotiations with the Forces of Freedom and Change (FFFC) coalition that had been sharing power prior to the coup. The talks are facilitated by the United Nations and African Union, as well as the Quad of the United States, the UK, Saudi Arabia, and United Arab Emirates. 11 children have died after a fire broke out in the early hours of Tuesday at a school for visually impaired children in Uganda. 4 others are in a critical condition and are being treated in hospital. The cause of the fire at a boarding school in Mukono, east of the capital, Kampala, is being investigated, but such incidents are not uncommon. One of the country's worst school blazes was at Budo Junior School. In 2008, 19 children died. It is thought that there were at least 27 children sleeping inside the affected dormitory at the Salama School for the Blind. Distraught parents have gathered at the site. The latest information from US space agency NASA suggests the fire that broke out on the slopes of Africa's highest peak, Mount Kilimanjaro, last week is still active after dying down in recent days. NASA's Fire Information for Resource Management System, which uses satellite data to detect thermal hotspots, shows the fire has spread again after burning in just one place over the weekend. On Sunday, the Tanzanian authorities said firefighters and volunteers had managed to contain large parts of the fire. They were tackling the blaze in a ravine near a popular campsite for hikers. The government is yet to issue another update. That is the size of Top Accolade African News. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Tuesday.